Hello everyone, welcome to part 9 of the Kaleidoscope blanket. This fortnight we're going to be joining triangles 1 through 4 together, or 1 and 4 together. You're going to create 36 of these wedge-shaped pieces, okay? So when we sew these triangles together, we're going to put 2 of them face together, and we're going to join them the same as we did for joining part 1, okay? So what that means is that if you have a single chain row, you're going to put if you have a single crochet row, you're going to put a single crochet at the end of that row. If you have a double crochet row, you will put 2 single crochets at the end of that row. At the end, you want to aim to have 24 single crochets going down the side. And when you get to the bottom, so for instance, when we're sewing these together, so we'll place our triangles faced inside together. You will start at the top corner with a standing single crochet, crochet down the line with single crochets all the way to the point. You will do 1 single crochet in the tip, open it up, place your next triangle on here, and go directly to your first single crochet holding these 2 together. So we will not be putting a single chain between the sides. So you're going to put the single crochet in the tip of these, fold it open, put your next triangle on here, and go directly to your single crochet of these 2. Finish going down the end, and we will end at the top again where we will break off, okay? So I'm going to show you the chart that we have from Catherine. So this is mine. I want to show you how I've labeled them, okay? So I've taken each wedge shape and labeled it with a number 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is just the way that I did it. You don't have to do it this way. You can use your own method of organizing these. So I've labeled them, and then when I get my wedge shapes together, I'm putting a little clip on here that has the number. So for instance, today I'm going to be working on number 26. So I've labeled my clip with number 26, and then I will clip this onto my wedge shape when I get done, okay? Also, something that might help you is on this page at the bottom, I have listed the color combinations for triangles 1 and 4. Okay, so I did 1A. So for instance, I'm doing the tequila sunrise, so mine was mango and mauve, or maybe I think it was shrimp and mauve, but I'm using some different yarn since I live in a rural area. 1B, and then I've listed them as I go. So that way, when I come up here and I see I'm supposed to have triangle 1D, I can just look down here and see, okay, 1D is saffron and ivory, and then I can go to those and pull it up. So saffron and ivory. And then each wedge is going to have a 4A triangle and a 4B triangle, okay, of either side. So you just have to look at your wedge shaped. So, okay, my 4B is on the top, which is the, let's see, butter and ivory and saffron. So I'm going to lay it out exactly like it is on here. And then my 1D triangle and my 4A, okay? So now I have my wedge shaped laid out here. I can go ahead and get started. Okay, so we begin with making a slip knot, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to fold over two of my triangles face together, and I'm going to start with a single crochet in the top corner right here. Okay, let me zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so to do the standing single crochet, insert your hook into each of the triangles at the top. Okay, I've just got my slip knot on my hook. Yarn over and pull through both of them. So now I've got 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay. Now, I like to, a lot of people will use safety pins or clips to hold these together and in place. I find it's difficult for me to hold my hands around them, so I just kind of eyeball it, making sure that my color changes on my posts stay even. And then that's the way that I will do my single crochets down. And then you're just going to do a single crochet, pick up 1 to 2 strands from each triangle and do a single crochet down the side. So this is the same as we did in joining part 1. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, and I will come back when I've made it to the point and show you how to transition from these 2 triangles to the next 2. Okay, so now I've made it to the end, and I'm going to put in my last couple single crochets. Here's this one, and now I'm going to put my one that goes in the very tip of the triangles. Pull it through. Okay, so there's my last single crochet. Sorry about that. That's supposed to be single crochet in these 2. I'm going to open it up and place my next triangle on here, the faces together. Okay, so face together, and I'm going to go directly to my first single crochet into the tips of these 2 triangles. Now, whoops. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there's that one. Get all these strings out of the way. And here's my next one. Okay, so I'm going to hold these together now and work my single crochets down the edge. Remember, you're aiming for about 24 single crochets, and I will come back when I get to the tip. I do want to remind you that these get easier the more that you do. As awkward as I look doing these, I've actually picked up a lot of speed on them. So just persevere and keep going. It does get easier. Okay, so I'm down to my last couple of single crochets, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in right here at the end, and then I'm going to break off, maybe. Okay. So if you'll notice, when you get done, your row of single crochets leaves a little ridge on the back. So let's see. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and break it off and go ahead and pull my string through. So, and then fold it open, and you can kind of see what my stitches look like. And this is my wedges. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my clip on here so I know which wedge it is. And you are going to be making 36 of these. And just make sure that you're following your chart, keeping good organization, labeling your wedges when you get done will make it so much easier when we go to sew all the pieces together. So this is what we're going to be doing for this fortnight. I will see you again in 2 weeks, and it's really starting to come together. I hope all of you are well, and I will see you later.